Hello, everyone. Greetings to you all, wherever you may be. Okay, today I will be giving you an important information what is really happening so that you will not really, or maybe you are into it already, so that maybe you can easily find a way to get out of it. Okay, so you'll be thinking, what is the problem? But first of all, why don't you subscribe if you're here for the first time? Because here you get informations like this that will keep you thrilled, informed, updated, and also transformed. Information is power. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, you don't still know. But with me, surely you will know. Okay, please drop the like, put the like, okay? That's the best you can do for me, okay? To my old and new friends, thank you very much. And also, you is watching for the first time, thank you for subscribing as well, okay? Because without you guys, I will be here talking to no one at all. Okay, enough of the intro. Okay, you'll be thinking, what is this guy trying to talk about? Yeah, if you guys can remember last year, you applied for a certain bonus. Some of you applied for the bonus affito. There were two types of bonus affito. One was the one they do every year from the Comune Assistenza Sociale. Okay, then the other one was the one the government also rolled out to people who are facing difficulties or paying high house rent during the pandemic time, which was almost like a 1 year payment of house rent depending on your situation economically. Okay, some people were getting like 6 months payment and the rest of that depending on your economic situation. When they evaluate it and they discover that you spend a lot, then they could give you up to 1 year. That was what happened last year when most of you applied it around September, October, November. Now you'll be thinking, what kind of bonus is he talking about? Remember that one I mentioned, which I told you guys that the money will be paid to your landlord, which they have to apply through the Comune Assistenza Sociale. The money will be paid to your landlord. Agencia delle Entrate. They have connections with them. I think they have to do some demanda there too. So this money will be given to the landlord. So in so doing, the landlord is not allowed to ask you of any house rent anymore, depending on the duration the government decided to pay for you. So now, what is really happening now is shocking. Most of you never knew that the government has paid this money to the landlord, and the landlord is squandering the money and at the same time collecting your house rent. Most of them kept quiet, but still some of you did the mistake of giving them the house rent every month since that time till now. You are still paying the house rent, and this man, the landlord, is already enjoying the money the government has paid him, either for 1 year or 6 months or 8 months. Like I said before, when they evaluate you depending on your economic situation, then they will determine how many months they're gonna pay for you. The money was as much as big, up to 3K, 2K, 1K, depending on your situation. Like I said before, how much you pay for rent, how many family members, how do you spend your bills. So now, some of you have done this mistake. And again, I used to repeat, never you pay your landlord hand to hand. Avoid that mistake. Don't pay him hand to hand, because now if you are paying him hand to hand, how can you expose it? Because when you report to the sociale, assistenza sociale, to know what is happening, whether you are qualified for it or not, they will tell you, yeah, you are qualified. But if you say, hey, but I've been paying rent to this man, the man can easily deny it and say, you never paid me anything because you did it hand to hand. Never you go to his office or to his house to pay him your rent. You just cash the money, withdraw, count it, and pay him hand to hand. No. Pay always direct to his account. You can collect his account number or his IBAN. So when you are paying, always write the reason for making that payment so that he cannot deny it. If it is house rent, write it house rent for January, February, March. You can always write that in English or in Italian. In so doing, he cannot deny it at all. So that is why some of you have been defeated severally in court, because the man will say, you don't pay me. So please take note, always pay in the bank or in the posta, and always write the reason for that payment. In fact, not only to the landlord, to anybody, even if it's your friend, whether it's back home, any transaction you are doing, if you are paying in the bank, always write the reason. If you are using applications, always write the reasons for sending that money. Or if your family members are sending money on your behalf to someone for payment of this or that, tell them to write the reason for the payment so that the person cannot deny it, because once they deny, that's all. You don't have proof of that payment. So enough of that. So now government has paid the landlord the money, but the landlord is enjoying the money depending on the duration government paid for you. So now what can you do now? The only solution now is that you have to go back to the sociale, assistenza sociale, where you did that particular bonus, because some of you are like, they didn't even pay me, they did not even give me the money. Yes, the money was given to your landlord, but he never informed you, hey, because normally he is supposed to tell you that, hey, don't pay rent for 6 months. Or maybe if you are paying 500 or 400, he will tell you, okay, if you are paying 500, he will say, okay, pay 300, because now government have paid me 1,002, which we can last for like 6 months or 1 year if you count it onto 200. So I'll be removing 200, just pay me 300. So I will compensate myself with the other 200, at least duration of 1 year, depending how much the government paid him. That is what you are supposed to experience, because the money was given to him directly. So he didn't do that, and you continued to pay the full rent. So that is it. So that was how it was supposed to be. And sometimes, if the money was so big that they paid to him up to 3K or 2K, he was meant to tell you not to pay anything at all for the period of 1 year or 6 months, but he kept quiet. Most of the blacks, most African migrants or foreigners fell into this trap. So if you know the particular bonus you apply, the bonus affitto, the one whereby they ask you to bring the landlord's information, his information, things like that, maybe just go to your sociale and tell them, hey, which of the bonuses did I apply? Their bonus affitto, which type? Is it the one they pay to the landlord or the one they pay to my account directly? So if they tell you it's the one they pay to your landlord directly, then you tell them, okay, were you qualified for it? And they say, yes, we have paid it already, you are qualified. So once you find out, man, if you are paying direct to his account and you are writing the reason for the payment, you just have to tell him, guy, pay me back all that money, because government have already paid you the 1 year payment or 6 months or 3 months, depending on your economic situation. Like I mentioned before, certain factors are considered. So now use your head and find out which of them did you apply. Is it the one they paid to your landlord directly up to 3K or 2K or 1-2? I don't know, depending on your economic situation. Find out. If it is that one and you are still paying rent, it means that the man has been fooling you for long. So it's high time to stop it and get back all the rent you have paid him, because government have already paid him. So first of all, go to your sociale where you applied it and find out about it. Or again, you can go to Agencia delle Entrate, because they were the one who also did this thing. It was like a kind of you can find out through the Agencia delle Entrate to know if government also did the payment. But first of all, I will suggest the assistenza sociale where you did the domanda. Okay, if you have those papers for the protocol number and the rest of the documents they gave to you then last year when you applied for it, around September, October, November, December, go with it to the comune and clarify everything, so that you not continue paying something that government have already paid for you. Okay, so tell a friend to tell a friend, share the video so that others will still know that some people are still paying rent, meanwhile government have already paid for them, okay, for the period of 1 year or 6 months or 8 months. Find out, okay? And next time, do not pay your landlord hand to hand. Don't pay him cash. Pay through the bank. Transact through the bank. Write the reason for that particular transaction. Why I'm saying this, it has happened to my friends, and I know it's happening to someone out there. They just found out by error, by mistake. I'm telling you this. So please find out if you are also a victim, okay? And get back your money. Bye-bye. Please subscribe, press the bell for real-time notification, and also let's say in the comment section, tell me what you think. I'm out of here. Bye.